Welcome mates, I'm Bloodthirsty Lord, but you can call me Lordy, and tell me back on Paragon. Once again, so we're seeing some new Sparrow gameplay in the background. It's pretty much the ending towards one of the clips I was going to put in the best moment series. I might still put it in, but it's there, and you might be able to see it within this video, or maybe in the next video. Or most likely we'll end up saving it and keeping it for the best moment series. Whatever happens, it's there, so you'll be able to see some Sparrow gameplay in the background at the least, followed up by this news topic that we're going to cover today. Because the new hero is coming out. The next new hero will be released within 1 week or 1 week and a half, so it's going to start getting hyped because they're going to start releasing little snippets here and there about information. And some of the information has already appeared, and it sounds bloody amazing. Pretty much we're going to talk about it and explain it, and also tell you what this new hero could be, because we know some of the names of the new heroes and some of the connections it could have to some other heroes within the game. So we're going to try to connect the dots and hopefully make something make sense, or get some idea of what this new hero is supposed to be because of the new information that we've gained. Before we get into this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button to keep up to date with the greatest and latest Paragon gaming content and Paragon gaming news. And mates, if you haven't turned on notifications yet, you can do so by hitting that little bell button next to the subscribe button, so you have the chance to become the first mates on the channel up to date with my amazing Paragon gaming content. As always, expect it here first, so without further ado, let's get straight into this. So we know there's going to be a confirmed hero in April that is a ranger. That we know that information because of the 2017 video that I made about Paragon and all the news that we gained about that, and pretty much the roadmap of 2017 for Paragon and how Epic Games and the Paragon team are doing it. So it was really interesting to get pretty much a confirmed date for one of the rangers, and sadly we don't know the name for that ranger, which makes it kind of hard to go through the elimination process of each of the names and find which one is him, and obviously cross his name out and see what we got left and pick which hero could be the next hero, because the next hero could be Mudang. We've had so many theories on that. We have a video, the link will be appearing in the description below, so make sure you click that to watch Mudang and see all his abilities and all this information about his kits that was data mined a couple months ago, and I feel like he could be the next hero. But let's move on from that. Let's just tell you what the next hero could be. So 100% it's not a ranger. And from here to April, we have a couple of hero releases coming on the way. So most likely, since the ranged hero is coming in April and that's confirmed, the hero that we're going to get now is not going to be a ranged hero. I'm feeling that's going to be some type of melee hero, and most likely a tank or even another melee support, which would be great since we need more tanks and more support heroes within the game. I want to see a ranged tank hero because I feel like that'd be really interesting, and the concepts or the actual abilities and the kits he could have could be really amazing if you bring a ranged hero tank, because other games have had that in the past and they're really enjoyable. Since we do have two current tanks within the game, and that's Sevrog and Rampage, and they do have ranged abilities within their kits, some of them like a ranged elements, but I want the actual kit to be focused on ranged abilities on the next new tank comes to the game, because that'd be pretty sick. And I feel like Mudang does fall into that category, since he does have a ranged ability kit, which is something that you could adapt into that actual role of being a tank hero or a tank specialist or ranged specialist tank hero type of thing, because that would be really fun. Honestly, I can't wait to see this hero Mudang come to the actual game. And if you haven't watched the video, it's pretty much Mudang is able to spawn wolves, make them explode, has some type of CC abilities, and some really interesting effects within his abilities and kit, which I want to see in the game. So the next hero could be Mudang, but I have some other theories I might discuss within the next video. Let's go to more of the hardcore evidence, and this is connecting to the lore for the next hero that will be released. And there was some interesting facts appearing on Twitter. A lot of people were talking about it, and then I saw it out of nowhere. I was like, oh my god. WTF, mate. A massive WTF moment. I couldn't believe it, and I want to read what was in the actual tweet right now. Reviewing the next Paragon hero trailer and loving it. Hashtag will still die, question mark. And this was made by the lead FX artist Tim Ellick at Epic Games HQ, or with the Paragon team. And that's really interesting because obviously he works on the new heroes, and obviously he's done the new hero trailer and he says he's loving it. But the hashtag will still die. Oh my god, guys, this was insane. I didn't expect anything like this to just come out of nowhere. And now we have some type of lore connection happening between Steel and the next new hero coming to the game. And that could potentially be Mudang or another hero coming to the game, which I might talk about in another video. But now we know there's some type of connection. Will Steel die? That is something crazy. I don't think anything would stop Steel. And I feel like Steel's in some type of a galactic war. That's what it feels like every time I hear his voice and see the lore and read about the lore for Steel. He just feels like he's part of the galactic war within Paragon, something like that. It's really interesting, and just seeing that hashtag just appear out of nowhere obviously is really intriguing, and I feel like it will connect to something else, and that is Aurora. Because in the live stream at Epic Games, when they're about to release Aurora, I think it was a day or two before the actual hero release of Aurora, they did say there was a connection, or Mooney did say there was a connection between Aurora and the next new hero. We don't know which new hero that was going to be, and maybe that next new hero was the next new hero that's coming to Paragon very soon. So that's pretty interesting, because that connection Steel, Aurora, and the next new hero all connected in some way. That would be pretty sick. But I don't know. We still need to work on this theory pretty much, gain more information, hardcore evidence, pretty much build it up to 100%, because right now it's at like 50 to 75%. So we need to get more information about this, but it's really interesting. I'm really happy to see these little things start sparking up within the community. Another theory is, as we saw in the actual trailer for Crunch, we saw Crunch versus Steel. And that was pretty much like a fight-off. I don't know if it was just there for cinematics, but it was a very amazing sight to witness, and we realized within the next couple of trailers for the new heroes that came out recently, we saw lore information within the trailer being said, and pretty much towards the very end of the trailers, they've released some type of lore, which makes us all go completely nuts because we got some more information about Paragon. And I'm guessing they've done this within the past as well, but we haven't picked it up quite a bit. So I'm guessing Crunch and Steel are connected, and the next hero that's going to be coming has the potential to finish off, KO, or kill Steel in the universe of Agora. So I'm guessing the next new hero could be connected to Crunch, like really connected, like robot connection type of thing. That'd be pretty sick to see another robot into the game. Obviously something more interesting, maybe a new species will be pretty sick, or someone from Steel's area that wants to kill Steel for doing something wrong. I don't know, man, this is just mind-blowing. There's so many possibilities for this character because we don't know too much about Steel. He's pretty much in the mist right now until we get more information about him, and having like a direct connection to the next new hero could reveal more information about the new hero obviously, but also more information about Steel and maybe some other characters like Crunch and Aurora, some by-side characters, or characters that are standing on the side pretty much connected to the lore, which is my second theory. And if the next new hero ends up being support, it could be another melee support like Narbash's kit and abilities, but obviously not the same look he has, and obviously they're going to have some different type of abilities and kits. But you know, something melee structured, orientated within the character's kit, because we have some range supports in the game. Obviously, Deca is a very overpowered support followed by Narbash, and we have some other supports in the game, and fallen down to the depths of Elo Hell, and that is Rictor. A very interesting support that does have melee abilities followed by range elements within his kit, like that hook ability, which is able to pull the enemy towards you, and you're able to pretty much keep him close to you, so you can end up doing your abilities and use your abilities against that opponent, and also help your team to pick off enemies like that quite easily. And Rictor was one of the first heroes in the game that had a hook ability which can displace enemies and bring them towards him, followed by a silence mechanic. So I'm hoping the next new hero that we see in the game has some new mechanics to be involved with the character's kit, because that would be really interesting and obviously spice up the gameplay within Paragon, because some of the heroes are really just boring to play. No offense to support mains, because I try to play the support sometimes and have fun with some certain supports, but when it comes to other supports, I just don't want to play them at all, and it's really annoying. So I'm hoping with the next new hero that does come out, if it ends up being support or tank, the abilities in the kits are very interesting and very unique, and have some type of interesting mechanics that you can't compare to any other hero within the game. That would be pretty sick. But mates, as always, I want to know your thoughts on this video. What do you think about it? Are you interested about the new hero that will be coming out to Paragon? Because I am hyped for it, and I really want to know what it is, because the hashtag will still die really sparks a lot of interesting theories, and obviously I want to hear your theories in the comment section down below, because it's always interesting to read your theories and your opinions based on this. So leave your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section down below, and what you think the new hero is going to be, a tank or support. And put the hashtag will still die, because you know, that is one bloody sick hashtag. Also mates, a little thing I want to talk about before we end of this video. You know the skin spotlight series, or the Paragon skin spotlight series that I keep on my channel, and we've been doing it for a couple of months. My plan is to keep that series going, because it's really interesting to see new skins come to the game. They're somewhat more high tiered, and obviously talk about them, see what the differences are compared to the default skin and what other skins we have in the game currently. Because majority of skins that we have now are tier 1 skins, and I don't want to do a skin spotlight series or skin review on tier 1 skins, because there isn't too much to see except for the visual aspect, which you might have seen within the actual screen of the shop when it's featured. So it's not really an interesting thing I want to talk about in my skin spotlight series. But if any tier 2 skin or above, especially a tier 3 or tier 4 comes out, like the Iggy and Scorch skin that was a skin concept, if that does come out anytime soon, hopefully you mates are able to back me up and help me out, like we did last time with the Onyx Grunk skin and some of the other skin spotlights, because sometimes I'm not able to get all the skins in the game, because there's a lot of skins in the game and I don't want to be able to get every skin. But some of you mates get some of those selected skins and you enjoy them, so if you want to help me out and do a skin spotlight and let me go on your account to record it, that'll be pretty sick. So hopefully mates you can still help me out with that skin spotlight series. So mates, if you did enjoy this video, show your support, smash that blank like button. Let's try to get 200 likes on this video. If you mates want to see more Paragon gaming content and Paragon gaming news, all you have to do is share this with your friends and hit the subscribe button to become a mate today. And that is all for this video. Oh, time to go, but don't you worry. We're back very soon. Hey Jazz boys, because you ain't seen nothing yet. Oh my god, mates, I think the next new hero will give Steel a massive spanking.
Saying that it feels right.